I don't know where the labs are, actually. There is the other side of everything too. Back at the beginning, if we had gone right, there's enemies here. If we had gone to the right, there's another, I presume hallways. I imagine this place is symmetrical. Ah, shit, we're like way back here. Shit, alright. We'll pull them out. It's fine. Can't crouch. We'll have you. Go ahead, crouch. Just man the door. We're in single shot mode. You can see by the S. B if it's burst. And it's also 3 AP. We'll just have you kneel and take a couple pot shots at this guy. Go for the low. 80. Did I see 82%? I might be imagining things. Ah, there it is. I found it. The perfect pixel. Fire at that a few times. If they can cripple it, cool. I don't think we'll be able to. Certain weapons are better at crippling than others. Is that a stat that I can see? No. No, not that I can see. Alright, fair enough. And then just, yeah, end turn. Just hang tight. Wheatley? We get Wheatley back here somewhere. Scoot back a little bit actually, so that we can maybe fit another person back there. The idea is here is he'll come up to Judith. Judith will be able to shoot, run. Wheatley will be able to go and just stab the shit out of this guy. That's the plan. If we get you to scoot, 3 AP to shoot, you have 8, so let's bring it down to 6. 6 AP left over if we stand here. That's a pretty good angle. Will it cost AP for you to turn? I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Go for torso somewhere. Pew! Bounced off his chest. And just open fire. I won't even kneel. Fuck it. We have so much pistol ammo. Pistol seems good at bleeding targets. And let's just move out of the way. We'll save the ammo. And just have Wheatley just stab him. Yay! Pistol ammo I'm not too concerned about. We just picked up like 30 pistol ammo a bit ago. 18 of 29 assault rifle though. Need to watch out for that. I might switch over to pistol with other people. And any loot? No, no loot. Leading with Wheatley, that's a mistake. Before we open that, shit, it's locked anyway. I can't select that. Okay, well let's equip the hacking tool. Who do we got for the hacking? Well, I think it might have been Little Me. No, Little Me was all first aid. Looks like Wheatley. Oh, you can level this up. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Good to know. Anyway, shit. That's it. Drag into devices for him, so he can hack. Is this? No. It's locked. The access panel's green, but the door is locked. Alright, never mind then. We'll ignore it and move on. Right clicking, not moving, there we go. What about you? You're okay. You got an arcade machine. Fucking hell. Hack the arcade machine, Wheatley. No. Alright, nothing in here it seems. Come on. Get over here. There we go. And that one's locked too. Also cannot interact with the panel. Okay then. Moving on. Is this door locked too? Saving game was up in the way, so I couldn't see. It sounded like it was locked. And there's no panel. Okay, we'll head to the other wing then. No idea what's over here. I never went this way. Oh, it's locked. Ah, this is, okay. This we can do. It's got green shit all over it. So, Wheatley. Let's save just in case it goes horribly wrong. I don't think it'll be too bad though. It's the tutorial hack. Hack or auto hack? Let's manually hack. Oh, can I die? No. Okay. I can't use my numpad, so I actually have to click. Okay, but I get it though. Ugh. Okay, I click it and nothing happens, and I just have to let it time out. 2051 though. Got it. Good job, Wheatley. No experience for it? These were the talents I was talking about, by the way, down here. Every 20 you get a talent type thing, and then there's every single tier there's 3 different ones you can choose, like an offensive, defensive, or utility or something like that. It's quite a nice system. I like it. Not that I've experienced it. I read about it though in one of the developer updates. I thought it sounded good. Dr. Emily Jensen. Are we after you? Thank God, says Rick. I was notified when you hacked a lab lock, right? Or Ramus locked out the crowd systems and data implants. I feared I wouldn't be able to contact you. Hacking the door provided me with your comms channel. You must listen carefully. You're being deceived. Dr. Ramus is not who you think he is. I believe he's lost his mind. Either that or he's always been a functional psychopath. The events that led to this emergency are mostly brought about by experiments he's been doing with the sleepers. Experiments first. He's been conducting unsanctioned experiments on the tissue of a number of the sleepers, in particular sleepers in Vat Bay 1C, the closest bay to the labs. What kind of experiments? It appears he's been tampering with the genetic structure of the phage and injecting the virus into a number of the sleepers, gathering regular tissue samples. Normally tampering with the sleeper in any way triggers an alert. Doc bypassed those security alerts and conducted experiments over the course of 5 or 6 shifts. Jesus. None of us had any idea. How'd you find out? Several weeks ago, she went to the medical bay late in the evening to get a sleep aid. She'd been feeling a bit under the weather. Bumped into Doc as he was leaving. He was in a hurry and thought it was a bit odd he didn't acknowledge. I noticed a few drops of blood on the counter and took a sample. I didn't know what prompted me to do this, but Doc had always been a bit creepy. Gave the samples to Kelly Masters to run a few tests. Kelly cornered me in the afternoon the next day and insisted she meet with me later that evening in the lab when everyone was off shift. We spent the entire evening analyzing the sample. It was the phage, but unlike anything we had ever seen before, Kelly incinerated the sample the next morning, and we resolved to find out what Doc was doing. What do you mean mostly brought about by his experiments? She was the one who triggered the lockdown. Okay. After discovering what Doc was doing to the phage virus, and after viewing the results of his handiwork, I locked myself in my room. Since I am the senior scientist, I have access to our emergency protocols. I triggered the lockdown and interrupted your cryo sleep. Oh, she's the one who woke me up. DNA matched a sleeper in the Bay 1C, so she's only assuming that that's the only one that was affected. None of us had time to inspect the chamber. I do see references in the log that 12 sleepers were extracted from the vat in that bay. No other bays seem to have been tampered with. If I were to believe you, what do you want us to do? I'm not sure what Dr. Ramus told you, so I won't blame you for being suspicious. I'd like to ask you to collect a sample from one of the victims. Take the sample to the lab and process it. I'll be able to access the results from the terminal in my room. Please take sample to lab 2 and place it on the analysis chamber. Mentioned you murdered Jason Taft. Pretty sure I didn't murder Jason. He's been wandering around outside my room for days now, moaning and uttering mindless babble. He's infected. I'm just glad he can't get through that metal bulkhead. Just another example of Doc's odd behavior. I'm not sure what he's getting at by blaming me for Jason's murder, but I can only assume he's trying to manipulate you. Please hurry, I fear for the rest of the crew. And the rest are dead so far than the other guy. She'd been hearing noises and knew Kelly was infected, saw it happen, been hopeful. This is terrible news. Please hurry, we're all scheduled to re-enter cryo in 12 hours. If the second shift wakes, there's no telling what'll happen. Oh my god. Alright. Well, let's get a tissue sample. This looks to be the lab. I can't interact with anything, it seems. Oh man. Okay. Well, start with this one. Dead dude. Yep, there we go. It's Marjorie Hollis. We'll get little me up here. Take a knee and turn. Ooh, fast initiative. Open fire! Looks like she's trying to sneak by. Fine by me. And yep, we'll crouch, may as well. Brings it down to 6 AP so we can do 2 shots. Ugh, 86%, that'll work. It's odd that that turn doesn't require, ooh, nice crit. That turn doesn't require a, an action point. Whereas normally, oh shit, I didn't see you. Whereas normally turning does. And this is Wheatley, so we'll get Wheatley up here. Yep, right there, Wheatley, you got it. Right, yep. Spamming right mouse button, nothing's happening. Okay, so I'll walk you through it then. Go here. And then here. There we go. And can you kneel and attack? No, you automatically... No, you are kneeling, okay. I don't think you get the accuracy boost though, but you're at least out of the way so we can step up. Bring you down to 6, that'll be fine. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on, get over here. And 1 to move up. Can you move just a little more? Ugh, not ideal, but oh well. And a little me. Let's go for finishing off Marjorie here. I saw a 91% torso. Absolutely. Only needed 2 shots. Leftover we'll spend on this guy. You're kneeling too. Shit. Okay, both of you are kneeling, but I think we got a bit lucky. Can you scoot back? Yes, okay. Let's switch fire mode to burst. Try that. Nice. Introduce a melee, but I don't think he'll be able to do enough damage to actually do any real significant harm. Unless he gets lucky and crits a few times. That'd be just horrible luck, though. And then should be able to just stab him to death. Yay! Easy. If you start with two-handed melee, you start with a sledgehammer that takes like 4 or 5 AP to swing, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So I'm very happy I went with a knife, because this seems to have been the better— hey, there's a tissue sample. Seems to have been the better route to go there, using the knife. Anything else to loot here? There's a lot of stuff and things. Really nothing lootable though? Okay. There's something down there. Okay, so let's move over here. Everybody slowly will move together. Seems clear. Oh, that's the analysis chamber. Oh, okay. Thought the labs were back a room. It'll take 20 minutes or so to process. I've seen him entering data in a few different notebooks. It may help us understand what he's been doing if we can read through them. I've unlocked his room using my security clearance from my terminal. You can find his room on quarters D, directly across from my room. Also, could you do me a favor and check the cryo bays and the rest of the deck? I'd like you to check all areas carefully, make sure that none of my colleagues are infected. If they are, well, you know what to do. If any others have survived, tell them to stay behind locked doors. Let them know we're working to resolve this emergency. If the next shift wakes up, the last thing they need is to be confused by infected while they're lying in their cryo bays, or confronted by the infected while lying in cryo bays. Helpless. If that happens, the mission could be over. We won't have enough staff to carry out our duties. Okie dokie. Just doing one last check for anything highlighted that I can loot. Looks like no. Alright. Watch, we get to the cryo bay and like everybody's infected. Like the entire shift is just fucked. Damn it, the ship's ruined. We just jettison out of here. Maybe, actually, I don't know. That might be. I don't know when we get our own ship. I don't know what that's like. I don't even know if that's in the game. I have no idea. We'll find out. So this is one of the cryo rooms. Looks good. Seems clear. Just move up a little bit, let everybody collapse together. I wish we'd stick in a tighter formation. Oh. Hostiles. Probably. I don't know where. Oh, fucking hell, right there. Shit. Fall back. Kneel. 2 single shots. 85% in the butt. Saw it. Saw it. Oh. 87%. Oh my god, it just keeps getting better. Fuck you, Lori Durand. Oh my god. Judith, never say that again. Your voice. I forgot. Charge! I almost want to just make a squad full of just knife guys. If Judith leveled, we're probably close to leveling with other people as well. Maybe. I can't actually switch in that screen. So we'll just tab to reselect you and turn. 1 AP left over, can't do too much. Well, I could have kneeled. Ah, well. Skills improving. And just stay standing. Pretty good chance to hit standing. I reckon Little Me and Wheatley should be close to leveling. So they've been getting a lot of kills. Probably the difference in intelligence. Yeah, 8 intelligence on Judith. 8 intelligence on Little Me too, though. They should both be close. But Judith, 5 points? Holy shit. That's a lot. Okay. Crit chance of 4. Can't really bring that up with that. That does give you basically 1 point of damage per. Dexterity, sort of as well. Wow, okay, so this is leveling up is fucking huge. Okay. That's dodging and also damage. Oh. Oh, melee damage, right. Wow. That doesn't seem to update your health or anything. We'll go perception. And intelligence. Well, let's get a little bit of endurance. Maybe it doesn't update live. It might update after I close this. Yeah, okay. 2 more health. Nice. I figure getting a little bit of endurance with people will be cool, because eventually we'll be fighting people with guns, I'd imagine. I'd like to think. At some point. So while I can easily not take damage with people now, that may not be able to keep up. Repaired data drive. Good shape, it looks like it's been repaired. Should be a fair price for it. Nice. Refurbished thumb drive. Yes. And nothing else here. Damn, looking forward to leveling up people now, Jesus. I did not think it'd be quite that major. I like it though. Rotate camera so I could just hold W to move up. There we go. Trying to go diagonally is an issue. Locked. Nothing. Alright. So... nothing to loot over there. Clear the deck. Did the other doors open? Maybe there was somebody in here. We didn't go too far in. Oh yeah, it's clear in here. Okay. Can we... well, because there were the locked rooms up there, but she also wanted me to head down and check the other thing. Maybe she unlocked the cryo. Let's check these rooms first, actually. Because there were the locked rooms that could be their bedrooms. It would make sense for it. It's a little annoying that we're going back and forth like that. But that's fine. His room was directly across from hers. That makes sense. We'll go for this guy first. There we are. So I see. That. I wish the green sparklies, can we just have that over all the containers that we can loot? So I don't have to just run around holding control all the time. That'd be nice. Maybe green sparkles for loot and like yellow sparkles for quest important or something like that, some sort of color coding. Would be kind of neat. And then we got the computer as well for presumably more logs. We get everything. Waiting for it to all update. Yep. Okay, so L. Data. Dr. Ramus. We've got the first one being 17, 18, 25, 25. Okay, it's okay. In ascending order here. Substantive query. I have a theory based on my evaluations of the phage virus prior to boarding the Dauntless being the ship that we're currently on. I think the virus may be attempting to enter a symbiotic relationship with the host. Parasitic, mutative, synergistic, mutualism. I must investigate further. Much scribbling. Many pages are undecipherable mumble jumbo. So he may have always been crazy. Success. This is quite a lot longer afterwards, like 8 months or so. It is done. I finally inseminated several females with the viral cocktail. I believe this will result in a hybrid species that is immune to phage. The inseminated should be immediately immune. Their offspring will be a wealth of data. I'm certain there will be side effects, however, they should be manageable. The immunoresponse from these hybrids may even have regenerative properties never before seen. My dear Hannah, if you are still with us, I could have saved you. Something is wrong. This is a very long time afterwards. This is years later on. No, it cannot be. The virus has mutated again, reverting to its previous genome. The subjects have become violent, aggressive. The symptoms have greatly accelerated. What have I done? I must rectify this. I'll gather several specimens' data and evaluate them tonight. And a couple months later, subjects, Tierra Severance, inseminated, subject docile. And then Hannah Jenkins. Hannah was his love, I presume. And then we got Bonnie Tornes and Susanna Troy, all inseminated, subject hostile. So he had decent intentions, but the way he went about it was very aggressive. Well, not aggressive. Well, tactically speaking, it was aggressive. Very unwise. Not very well planned. Did I clear any survivors? Only Roger Crayson. I imagine that's her room. Yes, it is. Okay. Come on in. Nice to meet you in person. If you have the logs, hand them over. I'm curious to see what Dr. Ramus has been up to. Cool plant. Nothing to loot. Dr. Jensen stands in front of you. Her hard, lined face shows the hint of relief as she eyes you and your team members. You hand her Dr. Ramus's logs and she quickly rifles through them. Fascinating. I had no idea. It appears Dr. Ramus had a breakthrough discovery. It's unfortunate he didn't approach the group with it. Yeah, indeed. He went about it very dumbly. In fact, it's highly unethical in all respects. Indeed. Gods, he's been testing on live subjects, sleepers, as we suspected. Yep. His phage mutation allows the virus to distribute and inject modified DNA encoding into human T cells, changing them into regenerative stem cells. This breakthrough is astounding, but in its current form, flawed and not quite ready for human trials. It could lead to a full phage cure. More than that, it could be the gateway to regenerative therapies, life longevity, and the end to disease as we know it. However, Dr. Ramus is a criminal. His experiments are unethical and his deception cannot go unpunished. So, something about this game I don't know if I mentioned, there are choices that you can make and they actually do have impact. I think this might be one of them. I don't know how grand it is. I don't know if it's like a Mass Effect thing where it's like, oh yeah, you know, because you fucked up the Krogan cure, like, or the Krogan, not cure. Some people might call it a cure. The Krogan whatever, way back in the day. This affects this now. I don't know how massive it is. I don't know to what scale it is. But I like it though. What he did was unethical and perhaps a bit insane. I agree he should have approached the team with it. They should have approached it more carefully. and looking for volunteers. Namely, there's thousands of people aboard the ship who, some of them may be like, yes, I'm willing to risk it all and volunteer my body to science and all that. So, yeah, it's unethical though. Too bad, really. He's a brilliant scientist. Perhaps we can place him back in cryo and get him some help after we arrive at our destination. I sent a note to the captain several days ago, but haven't heard back. Yeah, what happened to the captain? We haven't seen or heard about him yet. Something's wrong though, she's not sure. I don't think he would have allowed anyone in the bridge after I triggered the emergency systems. Correct? I think the bridge is actually where Doc is. Actually. That's not good. I'd like you to go back to the command deck and check the captain's quarters. If Captain Fisher is there, explain the situation. If not, investigate his quarters to see if you can find any clues as to where he is. You can find his quarters directly across from the elevator on that deck. Okay. That was the, on the top floor, that was that one room that I tried to open, but I needed the panel, but the panel wasn't working. It was all in lockdown. It's the only place it's the only place on the ship where arms are kept, as in guns, I assume. If you're running low on ammunition, I am, you may find some there. Okay. One last thing, while you're there, please look for a green key card. The captain is the only person on the ship who has that key card. It gives access to the vats during lockdown. The system is closed, so it cannot be hacked or remotely tampered with. You need that key card to open the bay door to the vats. I'm going to head to the cryo base to see if I can find a way to delay the next shift. We should resolve the situation before potentially exposing them to the virus. You did say the deck is clear, no more phage. Seems clear. Nice. There's a story. So I think we are like totally done with this floor, unless this shit opens up. Door's locked, yeah. That might be the green keycard business, I don't know. No, that's a different floor entirely. I don't know what's behind those doors. So, yeah, phage is clear, except, you know, potentially behind those doors.